Adelaide for what is turning out to be a crucial early season bout between the Adelaide Rush and the Brisbane Lightning, the first time that these two teams have crossed paths this season. Both of these clubs looking to arrest an early season slump. Brisbane Lightning looking for their first regulation win of the campaign. They do have an overtime win, but only the 2 points to show for them their first 4 games. Rush with a couple of wins, one in regulation, one in overtime. Back at home, the Rush with an opportunity to string another win together. Themselves looking north as this campaign progresses. Final weekend of November, still early in the season, but it's never a bad time to start getting some wins together. That is the objective for both of these two. Quality clash in the AWIHL. Oliver Peel is my name. A pleasure to be here with you on this late Saturday afternoon. 4 o'clock in Adelaide. Puck drop not too far away. First meeting between these two, it was last year that Adelaide Rush and the Brisbane Lightning met in late November. In the first season series of that campaign, it was in Brisbane. Adelaide came away with a couple of wins, one in regulation, then a 4-3 win in overtime in Boondall. Don't mind a weekend, I'm sure, the Rush, where that takes place again. Plenty of top quality talent for the hosts to watch for as well. Looking at Kirsty Venus as one to look for, the British-born talent with 4 goals from 4 games and 6 points all told. And Kulbida doing a point a game as well across her first 4. And with plenty of stars in her lineup, 2 veterans and newcomers to the league. Shanita Crompton falling into that first category. She's got 5 points in 4 games. And how good has Annie Fitzgerald been in her first campaign in the AWIHL? 6 points, 5 goals, and 1 assist from 4 games. Time NCAA talent, most notably with Boston University at BU. Open forward, left shot. He's on a 4-game goal streak, including a couple against the Melbourne Ice last time out. A lot to look for. Teams run through warm-ups. Of course, Adelaide in usual red. Brisbane in their away whites this evening. Been off the back of a tough road trip last weekend as well. They've got 11 goals in 2 games against the Ice as we pause here for the Australian national anthem. Both teams at the blue lines as we get ready.
Today we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and the Kaurna people and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. We'd also like to recognise and respect their cultural heritage, beliefs and relationship with the land. Today we'd like to welcome to the Ice Hockey South Australia Vice President and member of the Salvation Army, Sharon Peterson.
The ceremonial puck drop first.
Can both team captains make their way forward for a ceremonial puck drop.
Tamer and Ellie Costa going over. All smiles out there for now. I'm not sure that's going to last once the actual puck drop takes place. I'd forgotten the ceremonial puck. Well, there you go. You don't see that every day. KT Tamer wins the draw, Kate Tamer, and there you go. Knew where the puck was all along as we get ready for the Australian national anthem. Continue pre-game ceremony.
We have someone on the ice currently we'd like to recognise. Since her youth, Kate has built an impressive journey in ice hockey, and today she stands as one of Australia's most experienced women's players. She began playing ice hockey at about age 4 and represented her state, club and country throughout a career that spans more than a decade. Congratulations, Kate, for your 50th game with the Adelaide Rush. Please be upstanding if you are able to remove your hats for the national anthem.
Almost ready to go for this one then. Emma Moonen will get the net for Adelaide. Rush team crowd around them. Three 3-2 goals against, an 8-16 save percentage for Emma Moonen. 332, I should say, goals against. Ready for drop at centre ice. Dropped and one is underway. Adelaide on the draw to start, but too far into the Lightning zone. Might have been looking for an early slash. Nothing called as to get themselves forward again to start. Around the back of the net. Get a whole lot on the clear, but will be skated away. Marnie. Control for a split second there. It goes into the neutral zone and Brisbane back on it. Meeting between two this season. Go A to D there, the Lightning, but clear across was it's Hamer. Lightning in for the first time, and a good stop for Moonen. Down in the net there is Hollow, but will try and get it away. It goes around the boards. The line are not out. The Bocas, it's a talent from Angle Vale, back in a home state, but playing for the Lightning. That one through, couldn't quite. That one's wide from the point. Rush will go around the back of the net. To twist and turn is Lon, below the goal line. He can take it away and can't move away. Played Martin. Sit in deep. Rush wanting a change. Holding it in there is Cebulski. Drops off Wagons towards the left half wall. Back towards the point. It's reflected in front. Just wide of the net. Rush pushing the pace early. Might be able to bring it clear here though. Here's Ali Fisher. It's the line, not out. Wagon holding in. Sending it in from the left point. Do eventually clear the zone, but Rush still back on it. In the zone. And there they go, it's dropped off back to the point. Althena once fired on. Shot that's batted away. Get the first whistle of the game. Good start though from the Rush. The draw and he just get it back. Try and move it through the neutral zone there. Inside the Lightning zone and got a rather tame one. Him stretching after it. And the replay played to the line and not out. That draw. So going around the back of the net. back on it, the 18-year-old for the Rush. Bright future ahead of her in the game as that's head all the way down. Ricing against the Rush. For the draw and get it out of there. Spinning it around and Lightning are back in. Shot on net, well saved by Moonen, who was able to turn it away. Off the sideboards and work it in is Cebulski. That's played to the neutral zone, and Nick will try and move it away here for Brisbane. Give it forwards. To start in the opening 4 minutes here. That one's dumped in. Back for the Rush is Holub. The Barton local. Back in. Deep. Able to get it to neutralise. Venus. Sending it back in. Focus towards the boards. Money's able to hold it in for the Rush. Backhand flip. Guided away. And the Lightning can't clear the zone. Work through here is Aris, goes around the back of that play to the slot. And unable to fire it through there with Tamer, got it on net. Good stop there from E.T. Mayer in the Brisbane goal. The 17-year-old up to the task there, a point-blank stop. Tamer unchecked to the top of the blue paint. A really good feed. Good positioning too, but find the opening goal of the game. Rush win the face-off and keep it in. Ina sends it below the goal line. Play to the line and Lightning are able to get it clear. Red lining in. It's in deep. Marnie off after it. It's onto it for the Lightning. It's right towards the point. Lightning are able to hold it in, that one. Fired wide from Amanda Dixon. They can't leave the zone initially. They can now. Skating clear as Aris. And this 3-game point streak against the Lightning in regular season and playoffs. Last 3 games, she's got herself a point against Brisbane. Rusher in deep. Oh, on there. Langevin. There's a point. Look to hold in. Lightning should be able to get this one away. Pick up there from Crompton. There's that one all the way down. A foot race and icing against the Lightning. Skating there by Tiff Venning. Scored against Brisbane back in February. Less than a week after she made her 150th appearance in the AWIHL. This is game number 157 in the regular season for Tiff Venning. To the left of Mayer. He's been able to win that one back. Played in. The arm had gone up. Delayed offside by the looks. deep from just forward of the red line. Try and pry it free on the forecheck. They can't, and the Lightning move it away. They gain the zone, 3 wide. Well, there was Fisher, who tried to work it laterally. They keep it in. Clinic to jumping deep around the boards. On it just above the goal line, but well played back there by Venus, who was in there against the boards and still is. Well helped out there by Jordan Kubida from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in Canada. Goes around the back of the net. And there was Venus. The Lightning gain the rush zone. It's held in and sent wide. Back in front, Moonen had to stay active. A whistle. And a penalty here against the rush. It's not against Kubida. Scoreboard anyway. So the Lightning on a power play here. It's for interference to call against Jordan Kubida, so it's Brisbane on the power play here. Looking at just under 16% on the power play Brisbane, 3 from their previous 19. Rush 7 from their previous 21 on the kill. First 40 seconds or so of the penalty kill going well for Rush as Brisbane are finally inside the zone. Gillingham playing back to the point there. Fitzgerald has it again on the right point. It's played in front. You're able to find it, get something on it, and Rush help them out even. Upchuck. Back in. Out of Moonen. 30 seconds left in this Lightning player advantage. That one then on net, and Moonen able to make the clock stop. Thompson who fired that one on net. Moonen able to glove down. Making sure that they've got all their third personnel out there for this ozone draw. They win it. Rabchuk! Go top shelf. Flashing the leather there. Emma Moonen. And look labelled. In the high slot. Bill. Moonen had different ideas. Another ozone draw. It's one back to the point. Clinic. A half wall. Fitzgerald trying to lie one up. Fanned on it. A chance there for Crompton of Lightning as the Rush get a much needed clear, and that might do it. Lightning sent all the way down, and that looks like it's going to be a successful kill. Going in on the forecheck there was Tehema, who was evaded, but the penalty winds down, and we're to full strength. Good kill from the Rush, who looked to build on it. Kubida wins it back, goes cross crease. Well played by Maya to get down. Pushed off its moorings. Brilliant forecheck there from Corbida. Pass there from Fitzgerald and getting the pad down. Super save from Maya. This game scoreless. Control the draw. Down the back of the net. So holding it in, it's towards the front of the net. Well, the chances, the puck bobbles around, it's in! They score! Bouncing flutter puck. The Lightning were able to read it best, make sense of it first, and open the scoring. Some worm it was. Able to find the puck first. A great moment, it's their first AWIHL goal. Break the ice and the Lightning in front. American talent from Colorado in a first AWIHL season. Third division of NCAA hockey with Nichols College for a few seasons way back when. That's the opening goal here as Lon brings it back in here for the rush. And across his areas to hold it in. It's played in deep. Hamer will get in on the forecheck and win it back for the rush. Very long as they move it away. Hamer in our first season as captain for Adelaide. Sent it deep. Wheeler on his eyes clock, Corbida. Bad idea to pass there. It's still in there for the rush. He's able to keep it out. Venus was in there trying to make something happen for the rush. Venus pass to Venus. Had to flip it, backhanded. Plenty in there. Task for a goaltender to try and find that, I reckon. Let's play back towards the point. Back in and they'll move it away. On deep, Kelly. Former Australian under-18s representative. Skabulski taking this one on. Gains the zone. Tori Skabulski loading up. Big save from Mayer. Has played in front. Skabulski back on it. Below the goal line. It's a little bit of help. Doesn't have any from those in red, and Brisbane can bring it away. Won't have enough on it for icing. Goes back there, Venning. On the Brisbane goal, Anna. 1 goal in 12 games in her first season back in 2013-14. Runners. Brisbane's former flagship team in the AWIHL. Crashing in there was Lon. Aina to get that one free. Kurbida into the Brisbane zone. And Tova, was there a penalty there? There was. First rush power play is coming up here. Dixon called for the trip. First look at the power play coming here for Adelaide. Worst team on the power play so far this season, 1 from 15. Just under 7%. Venus on deflected, not away. It's the line and not out. It's held in by Kurbida at the right point. Back to Venus. Not to shoot. They down low for Martin. Back up top, Venus. To the right half wall. Thane's out there, so plenty of talent out there for the rush. Going on the player advantage so far inside the first 40 seconds or so. Thane couldn't quite reach that. Venus quarterbacking the power play. That one's fired wide. Wasn't too far away. Kurbida back on it. Venus still playing up top. That one's played in front. Hamer couldn't get that one in the wheelhouse. It goes up high. Kurbida loading one up. They're able to make the save. Lightning can't get it away. Good spell there for the rush. That one skipping over the stick of Kurbida, who will try and start back in for the rush. Does, shoots. That one deflected and wide. One again is played to the line. Won't be held in. Ulski getting over. Rush Cavalry joining her now. It's over for Lon. Back into the points, making the save, and defenders helping her out. That one played away. Wegan back on it. 20 seconds left in the player advantage here for the rush. In the zone, the play just onside. That one backhand flip from Lon into the glove of Mayer. This so far a successful kill for Brisbane. Although PK personnel have been worked. Might have been the best look from Kurbida as she teed that one up. Out of the woods yet, Brisbane. No zone draw here for Adelaide. Flips out and that should do it. Both teams so far with a successful kill. Good stuff there from Lon. Adelaide are back in. It's deep from Aris. He'll get it back in front. To go 5-hole, and wasn't having it. It's now 11-6. Those not the numbers that matter most. And if head taps going 80 metres away, and rightly so, because this is some stop. 11 of 11 so far. Adelaide win the draw. Kurbida trying to fire that one through a crowd. Will get it back, shoot again, another good stop. 94 goes around the back of the net, flips it high. Trying to hold it in. Kurbida takes over again. Heads over to the left side. That one fired over the top. Riley Martin. That one escapes the zone. Should push the pace, but haven't found a goal yet. Big hit from Mossman. Kurbida remonstrating. Mossman not happy. Take another look here. So leveling there from Annie Mossman. Conversation between the officiating team. So what the course of action is here. Neutral zone draw and 5-on-5, so a power play or penalty kill out of that. Much as there have been appeals from both sides. Coincidental minors out of that, that's why we stay 5-on-5 as that one's played in front. There's a high slot. Puck. Fisher. It's played to just above the goal line. It's played wide. Lightning get a good spell with just over 2 to play in this first frame. We'll put it clear. Another chance for the Lightning, a good stop from Moonen. Or Annie Fitzgerald. Too much they could have done about the goal, Emma Moonen. Otherwise, good period, a bit quiet compared to Katie Mayer has seen things, but some good signs regardless, as that one's played in deep. Crompton, back of the net. Just there was Taylor Botterill. Adelaide. One can't be cleared. From a rush point of view. Back over, back of the cage. Skipping past a few, including Kelly Costa. There's Martin. They've done well to get one indeed. Keep hold of her into the final minutes of the opening period at the Ice Arena. Hometown rush, goal down. Going over, Martin 2. Nothing wrong with that though. Back in, right wing side, and they score! A wonderful move. Game leveled up. Corey Cebulski with a ripper to level the game. Second of the season, and this is postage stamp. And all the way through, backhand, forehand, how do you like that? One each late in the first. Consultation at centre ice. Seen to wave it off. Goal stands, and away we go again. Changes the mood. From a rush point of view, and reward for effort too. To go into the first position with the lead, but won't get the chance. There might be a breakaway though for the rush. In alone, what a stop, Moonen. able to find the puck as well. Fair bit of afters. Not around at all. Clinicu was in alone. On the breakaway, would back it to score more times than not. Boonen with a super stop to deny one of the most dynamic scorers in the league. Seconds of the period here. That'll do it. A little bit of a conversation as to whether that was that or not. It is. And how much does that Tori Cebulski goal change the mood for the Rush? They were a goal down. Some Worms first in the AWIHL. They put the Lightning in front. Late answer. A bit though for Adelaide. We'll take a break here on AWIHL TV. The Rush and the Lightning on the Ice Arena in Adelaide. It's been a good first 20 and quality minutes of hockey still to come. Alison Worm had broken the ice with her first AWIHL goals. Plenty of stars from the land of the Stars and Stripes playing the AWIHL, but Colorado named to the list. It's a period that the Rush played very well in, with a better team out of the two. Might count themselves a little bit unlucky that they're not in front in the game. Katie Mayer has been spectacular in the Lightning goal. Couple of 10 bell saves to keep Adelaide out until the late stages of that first period when Cebulski broke through.
Welcome back to the ice.
Scoring summary, it was Worm from Marnie and Costa, 10:45, and then Cebulski, a second of the year from Venning and Holub at 19:32.
Welcome back to the ice, your home team, the Adelaide and Perth.
Power play apiece. Coincidental penalties, both for roughing to Corbida and Mosman. 17-11. It's one of two ongoing games in the AWIHL today, with the one set to go in just under 20 minutes between Perth and the Melbourne Ducks at ICE HQ. 3 game slate as well tomorrow, including these two teams coming at it again. Earliest start tomorrow, 10:15. That one. Adelaide time, of course. 10:45 if you're Melbourne or Sydney. 9:45 for those in Brisbane as the puck was dropped. All the clocks will need to be reset a second there. Broadcast team was straight on it. That is why it is so good to work alongside a team like this. They were all over it. Puck dropped and there we go. Way to start the second, and the Rush are straight back in. Venus was trying to force her way through. Lightning couldn't leave the zone. Fitzgerald was trying to skate it clear. Played to hold it in. They look at the red line. Comes at the top of the puck, appeals from the Brisbane bench for a penalty, nothing doing. Thana skating in as the Rush go for a change. The back of the net, it was played in front, off the leg and away for Brisbane. She's keeping the whistles away as that one's played in deep. Lightning off for a change. Rush couldn't immediately get it away. Heading back there to try and get on it. Did well. And the arm up, so we've got a penalty coming here. Trip way below the goal line, almost off the picture there, will send the Rush back to the power play. Thana Venus and Corbina are all out there, Tamer as well. To complete the 5 as the rush on the draw. It's back towards the point, in front. That one will be waved off. Still a bit going on after the whistle. Costa went in. Really wasn't happy with the treatment. Both teams with reasons to maybe get into the officials' ears. We'll have another look here. So the rush win the draw back to Corbina. Went. Fired on net. Unfairly dealt with, according to those in the Lightning camp. So for a body check, in fact, was the call, other than the trip. Paid probably a multitude of penalties for there, I think. Corbina at front. Thano was in and around it. Got that one to go. Draw the rush control. It's Venus who was patrolling the point. She'll fall. Deflected in front. They score. Kirsty Venus first down the line. Adelaide are in front for the first time. Definitely deflected in front. Question is, it came off last. Not sure the rush will mind too much. Credit as that one's played in front. Still in there. Almost a quick-fire double from a rush point of view. Langevin was in there. Still Ontario product. Couldn't turn that one home. Draw Langevin back in. From Martin Corbina on the power play. Being fair, it's much needed power play tally for the Adelaide Rush. 1 for 17 coming in. Back of the net. In front. Of the goal line, a good stop there from Mayer. To deny Corbina. This power play goal, by the way, came against the Ducks. Or the Adelaide Rush on the 15th of November in the 3-2 overtime win. Opportunities this season, but haven't been able to capitalise most of them at all. Got one there, much needed one for that unit. So Lightning can try and bring it away. That one is laid down. keep running. In the zone, Lightning come back with interest, but it highly enough for Aris. Getting on the forecheck there was Lon. Lightning clear the zone. Martin. Lots of way through. Whistle. Get a face off to the left of Katie Mayer. Controlling the draw. Getting it out of there. Fitzgerald's left wing side. Stops up. Plays the point. Katrina Rapshot firing that one on. Probably heading wide, but the body's in front. Riding the Lightning with an avenue. That one played all the way down for icing against Adelaide. Draw here. Lightning to try and off it's off. Defensive zone. It's a draw that they will control. It's played in front. That one deflected just over the top. It's around the taps in the spot there were from Crompton, who wanted the puck and didn't get it. He's in a wonderful position too. Can have it back. Arm goes up, penalty coming. It's the rush. Played in front. Thompson couldn't find it, doesn't matter. So after giving up a goal, Lightning will have a chance on their own power play to get one here. Martin's gone. A couple of minutes. Kill this with a rush. Hold of the lead. In the draw. Played around the line and out. Nick entering the zone. Keeps hold. Toes the line, keeps it in, deflected in front. And wide. He might get another look here. Right up high. Clinic. Delegating. Go around the back of the net. Gerald. Clinic, right wing side. Cross crease. Hardy didn't get the bounce that she was after. Flipping one high there was Crompton. Goes on pressure this from Brisbane. Staple to the boards. More than a minute gone in this penalty kill for the Rush. Spent largely in their zone and play blown down. Clock ticks more than a 3/4 minute left in the second frame. Rush get it out, Sapolsky. On her own for now, fanned on it. So, short-handed chance goes begging there for the rush. Second half of this power play. Defenders some respite because there was a lot of defending to do. Sapolsky harrowing on the forecheck, did it well, but she can't keep hold. Played in there from Goonan. Final seconds of the penalty as that one is out of play. Negligible time left on the penalty to Riley Martin. There's a second left on that scoreboard, so barring wonderful play right off the draw, the rush should be fine here. It's a draw that they win. To 5-on-5 we go. Rush doing well on the kill. Immediately played up. Aries trying to get involved. Hamer. Just down low around the back of the net. Played up high, that one fired on and rejected. Rush sent back. That one against the wall. Aries tried to make the $1 million play. Looks that one in at the wall. Enos lending a hand. That one played around the boards. Count 18-8 in favour of the rush. By that stat, it's a deserved lead. Now the game's gone. Probably concurs too. Enos. Help facilitate the exit. There was Langevin. It's leading deep. Rush. Locking in on the forecheck. Almost the back check that wanted back, and in the end it was. It was well played from Sapolsky, who's had a really good game. Tries to plot a way through. Bida has it back here for the rush. Plays that one in front, unable to find it there. Tori Sapolsky held in at the line by Venus, who sent it in front. Bida diverting it off target. We couldn't reach in. Chance here for the lock. What move? They score. Courtney Marnie going 5-hole through the wickets. It's 2 each. That is some goal. Have a look at this. Gain the zone through the 5-hole. Tell you what, shoot to the Sidney Crosby Hockey School in Nova Scotia back in 2016. That is one that 87 would be proud of.
Goal, Brisbane Lightning, scored by number 8, Courtney Maloney, assisted by number 16, Katrina Ratcher.
Josh have a lead to go and find again. One's played in front. Thainer will get off after it. One sent in front, Kulbida couldn't get the shot that she was after. Lightning getting it away. Got it clear, it's Kulbida back in, couldn't sidestep away from the Goonan pressure. She's over the red line. Dumps that one in deep. Kulbida. All the way down. The line not out. Aries holding it in for Adelaide. Gerald will Clear here for Brisbane. She's in the Adelaide zone. No drag there was nice, and she's drawn a penalty in there, Annie Fitzgerald. Tell you what, BU told her a fair bit. How aesthetically pleasing a move was that? Shaker Heights, Ohio, with a bit of a shake and bake. Sent Kate Tahema to the box. They did the potential trip there. Tahima's getting back, there's no doubt about that one. So Brisbane back to the power play. And this one on special teams so far, looking to change things. That one played in front. Over the line and out. Arnie couldn't hold the zone. Back in though for Brisbane. Over Kelly Costa. 42-year-old. Bring it back in, that one played out, and the chance here for Adelaide if things go well. Martin, who lead the charge for Adelaide, lost it. Again, the arm goes up. A slash. Like it with the glove going off. Yep, that'd be a slash every day of the week for Martin. It's a 5-on-3 coming here. Brisbane. Got over a minute of 5-on-3 time coming. 1:11 all told. Pretty easy call for an official to give that one. I've gone straight up. Hard to work out what for. It puts the Rush in a bit of an interesting position. With plenty of time still to be played in this frame, over 8 minutes. 5-on-3 here for Brisbane. Adelaide control the draw, and that'll help. That's all the way down.
Adelaide Rush, number 16, Riley line, 2 minutes for slashing.
Brought in by Clinic, left wing side. Gates into the slot, and Moonen getting something on that. Help it over. More work to do. Getting the blocker up to get that one away. 44 seconds left on the Tahema minor. .49 seconds of outplay time should the Rush not score. Well, that one expires. Clinic from up high, but that one towards the half wall. Still got pig play. That one's to the half wall. Marnie, Clinic. From the point, well turned away as Girl tried to send that one through. She'll get another look from the point. It's Gerald. Good pass down low. Moonen played that one well. As that one's played in front, what a stop from Moonen. Brilliant to deny Crompton in front. Lightning are pressing. 5-on-3 time expiring. Nice penalty done. How about this? This one here, that is a remarkable save. Pad from Emma Moonen. Don't know how they've kept that out, but they have. Five on 4 here. Brisbane, there's a little bit over 40 seconds left of that. The Lightning still on the power play here. Want to note. Play to the line and not out, well held in. And Katrina Rapchuk, that one will be sent away. Bounce for Rush there. was collected out of play. That one had stayed in, that would have been all the way down the ice, and some precious time off the clock. Another draw, and the Lightning control it. It's a one-timer, collected wide off the stick of Dixon. Able to get it out. Dixon burst back to it. Waiting for first AWIHL goal in appearance number 43. He does have 10 apples. And the Dixon in the first 42 games of her career. Headlining in from Costa. Brompton off after him, gets there first. Had a couple of rush plays. That one played to the line and just wide of Lindsay Clinic, who couldn't keep it in. After a minute or just over of 5-on-3 time. Back to 5-on-5, and Adelaide have done really well to get out of that one unscathed. Some more work to do. Takes that one away. Sherwood's first to it. Rush will bring it away. 3-on-1 here if they play this one well. And able to find the back of the net. Kylie Martin. There you go, the Lightning. End-to-end stuff here at the Ice Arena. That one played in front, and they score! Unable to convert on the power play. Doesn't matter for Brisbane, who are back in front. Original pass was fanned on. Looks like that's gone in off a rush knee. Wait for the scoring summary to make absolutely sure, but it's Brisbane who leads. Over 5 to play in this second period. As that one's played in front. Just looking for the immediate answer. The net's come off. Langevin was in there. Oh, and goodness me. Action happening wherever you look. Maybe a bit of paperwork for those in black and white to do, and I'm not talking about the Lightning players. Great save there from Mayer. Originally, and then the crowd was created off the back of that. Martin was very interestingly dealt with. There was a wave in there to suggest that a penalty was coming. Brisbane, given they've got 5 out there, it doesn't look like that's what's happened. Might have been Rush trying to play a very hopeful official. Wouldn't have been surprised if a penalty had been pulled out of there, though. Looks like there has been one. As much as Kirsty Venus and Rush might protest. Go on 5-on-5. Bobeda inside the Lightning zone. Multhana. That one in deep. Big hit. Close to the boards. Let's go back to the power play here. Lots coincidental minors out of that, in fact. But no power play. The Rush were hoping for. They were hoping for a power play of their own. Brisbane are about to get theirs here. Bobeda taking Annie Mosman into the boards. A fair bit between those two. Of course, they were the two players that were involved in the fracas in the first period that got both players coincidental roughing penalties. Saskatoon, as mentioned earlier. Mossman from West Vancouver, so a couple of Canadians going at it. Minutes for Jordan Bobeda. Body check. Brisbane back on the power plays. That one's played in front. Really unable to find it. Stop Fitzgerald, who was there in front. High slot, Fitzgerald getting that one over the top. Board rather than a body check the call. By Paul loose ends, 5th power play of the game here for Brisbane. Include the 5-on-3 spell that they had as well. The kill from an Adelaide point of view. Holland all the way down. There's no icing given that this is a power play. Played all the way down. Penalty kill without repercussions. Deflected up and out of play. Chatter between Clinic, Marnie and perhaps someone in the stands. Looks like where the vocal cords were heading was behind the glass. Looked like on the eye that one had gone well out of play, but they would have the best interpretation of that. All that the rush control, it's sent all the way down, just over 30 seconds left in the power play. Spin there from Rapchuk. Did the year a couple of seasons back in 2022-23. He's into the Adelaide zone here. Katrina Rapchuk lost the puck. Right away but not out. Kelly sending it back in deep for the Lightning. Winding down on the Corbina penalty. Again, the rush can't clear the zone. They have a chance to now and can't do it. Hooked in deep from Abby Brown. That one's played down definitively. Under the box is Jordan Corbina. The rush will get the change. Back to 5-on-5. And immediately they're back on the forecheck. AWIHL is trying to play that one in front. Couldn't find a teammate in there as that's swiveled back in from Holland, who couldn't have that one down to keep it in. Venus back there for the rush. Out of play. Just over 2:30 to go. In the Ice Arena, second period. 3-2 Brisbane lead. 2:33 to play. Played back towards the points. Through a crowd, and Noonan would have been glad that some help. He got some help, pardon me. Net pushed off. Lined in from Aris. And as well held in. Point of view by Venning, played in front. Into Park and into Esmea there to Hamer. That's Venning who was patrolling the points. And back there. Played that one around. That one sent in front. And to the teammate there, Abby Brown. Rush initially unable to clear the zone. They do now, and they are in Lightning territory now. That one deflected wide off the stick of Riley Martin. Less than 90 seconds to play. Goal down. Obida got it back. He's that one in front and scores! Maybe at a cost to individual health. It's a super move to work it in front. A little bit slow to get back to escape Jordan Kulbida. Back up, which is a good sign. And once more, it's a late goal in the period to get the Rush level. This will be worth another look. AWIHL got collected after the fact. I think it was Kelly Costa in there. And delivered the hit. Gained back level, and it was Corey Cebulski in the first period. It's a little bit later in that frame than will be the goal in this, but same effect. Heading into a 20-minute hockey game by the looks. Sherwood looking to change that. Escapes into the Adelaide zone. So now winning out for the Rush. Into the line, just out. Megan skates it clear. Moves in for Adelaide. It's in alone. They've done with the help in the end. And back by Aris, who gets that one back in. It's in deep with less than 30 seconds to play. Botterill, relation to the recent Hockey Hall of Fame inductee Jennifer Cousin. And it's all the way down for icing against Brisbane. A late chance with 15 seconds to play for Adelaide to try and find themselves in front. They've got the draw, they control it. Back to Venus, who is waiting at the point. Cebulski below the goal line, time winding down. An option waiting in front of the net. Not immediately, and time winds down. So a 20-minute hockey game is what we are set up for. Great period of hockey that. And after the Lightning had fought their way in front, Rush able to answer back. Scoring summary, it was Venus on the power play, a 5th of the year from Martin and Kulbida on 41. Get the Rush in front. Imani with a wonderful move, her 2nd of the year. 9:34 from Rapchuk. To level it again, Ali Fisher's 1st of the year from Crompton. 14:29 before Jordan Kulbida. Another wonderful move from a wonderful player. That to go at 18:43 from Cebulski and Martin to tie it up at 3. Third period will be statement viewing. Don't go anywhere. AWIHL TV. Oliver Walker-Peel here with you. We'll be back for the final 20 from the Ice Arena right after this. Welcome back to the ice arena. Goodness me, this is well set up. The Rush and the Lightning at 3 each after 2. What happened in this game already? A lot still to happen. Try and work out what happens from here.
Final time this evening. Welcome to the ice. Your home team, the Adelaide Rush.
Rush only having one regulation win so far this season. The Lightning haven't even got that yet. Something has to give. Here then. Played twice in this game. Again. Final frame from the ice arena. Underway again. Bring it back in. So, need it in front. On she goes, it's played up high, and no one. The Rush able to lock it in. Back on a forecheck. It was Fisher who was sticking with it all the way. Clinic led it in deep, got dumped by Jamie Lone. Spinning around and playing Aris. Sends that one in deep as the Rush will go for a change. Chip through the neutral zone. First back for it, Venning. Played up. Just towards Goonan. Lightning are back in, it's played in front. Going across ice in the end is sent all the way down for icing against the Rush by Malthana. Ontario representing Australia. International level though, 4 points in the Division 2B Worlds in 2024 in 5 games. Winning goals against South Africa and Hong Kong. Draw here for Lightning to try and work with here in the offensive zone. It's played around the back of the net. Brompton. Look it across. Got down the zone. Up, bring it away. Dixon to send it back around the boards and in. Beat up. Stick handling supreme. Jordan Kulbida, who is in. Below the goal line, left the puck behind. Skating towards the bench for a change. Still there in the corner. It's now works in front. Should be able to get this away and do. Botterill and Venus to bring it back in. Born in Solihull in England. Flip that one in front. Oh, tripping her own teammate there as Lightning are unable to clear. Still it's held in. Banjavan indeed. bring it away. In the rush zone, that's in front. Won't go, it's played back to the point. Mossman. So now one back in front. Rush, off the rusher away. Lon inside the Lightning zone. Left wing side, lost it. Goes back there, Crompton, the former Adelaide Rush talent. One season with the Rush. 19-20, 12 games, 13 points in that time. So lays the hit. There'll be a penalty against the former Rush forward. Jamie Lund crashing into the boards. That is not a hit that looks good on the eye. The players knew it as well. So, power play here for Adelaide. Waiting here on the scoreboards in venue. One time for the Rush to chat things through. Brisbane EK personnel going over things as well. Scoreboard's back up, which is a good sign. I think that is what we were waiting for. This crucial kill here for Brisbane. Half wall. And he can't clear the zone. Kulpida up high. Back for Venus. Shoots, deflected. Tracking it all the way there was Katie Mayer. Makes the save. Venus. On point to point, the shot in front. Turned away from a Brisbane point of view, and the Rush was sent all the way down the ice. And out to play it. Venus taking over. Played all the way down. On net. No icing. Better safe than sorry approach from it may well have just been going wide, but it's not one that you want to be taking too many chances with. That one does trickle on net and catches you off guard a little bit. So face off here, the left of the goaltender that to be controlled by the visitors, and Rush sent all the way back. Venus. Venus pass disrupted. She's under a little bit of pressure. chance. Short-handed maybe here for Brisbane. Well played there from Shearer on the kill. Venus wanting a penalty and maybe in the aftermath giving one away. What happening? Venus thought there should have been a hook or a slash or something in the ballpark there. So Rapchuk was being walked over towards the bench, opposed to over to the box. Fitzgerald got herself in there as well. The extracurricular activity will lead to some disciplinary action, I'm not too sure. Will be power play on the end here for either. Both had claims. It's been a fiery game. Let's take another look here. Most of the boards, Venus lost the stick. Could maybe pick out a cross-check there. You could definitely pick out a cross-check there. I suppose, in fact, it looked more like a cross-check on the eye, but without the stick, it would maybe be one you'd call for roughing if you were to call it at all. The officials at all. They've had a lot to sort out in this game. Hannah Oxland and Jake O'Brien are referees, the lines persons. Aidan Crafter, Beauchamp. Given the circumstances, they've all played it well. It would not be an easy game to officiate at all. Still discussions going on. 4-on-4 is what we're getting by the looks. To the broadcast. No movements in the penalty box. Still something to be ironed out. Judging by the discussions between officials and the pointing the benches. Another point towards the box. One there for a hook by the looks. We get here, it does look like get a little bit of 4-on-4. As long as my eyes don't deceive me, that is what we get. A couple of minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. Ice opens up a little bit. Does that suit more? Maybe the rush. Here's Kulbida. Over left wing side, plays it across in front. Another great move from Kulbida, gets it back. Keeps hold. So drop it off to Martin. Trailing, didn't get there. Arnie tried to bring it away. Rusher back in. Kulbida back on it, shoots. Got to a short side. Hold it close there. Naya. Fairly settled down. Kulbida. And bring it back in. That one not too far away from the top shelf. get involved. Lightning on the draw. It's Clinic at the point. 8 to wind up. Phil Lindsay, Clinic! So down. Lightning now on the power play. Crease feed, Fitzgerald. It's in front. Moonen unable to hold on. They're able to track that in among the chaos. To sending him deep. Fisher misses the boards, picks it up, flips it in front. Sherald at the point. Skates central, shoots. And claiming. Winding down. We'll cover that. Bring it back in, Marnie wants to go low. Ankle door shut from Emma Moonen. Aim stays level at 3. Full recap of the penalties, by the way. Crompton for boarding, 3:37, then coincidental penalties in terms of time. Venus and Rapture, cross check, and for Hook. Too, there's a roughing penalty assessed to Kirsty Venus as well. On's clipped in from Malfena. Beater off after it. The box in the corner. Beater breaks it free. Out of play, and we've got a whistle. To the left of Mayer. Gosh, almost controlling it. Battle for it at the blue line. Lightning come away with it. Clinic gains the rush zone. Was she taken down unfairly? It's over. She was into the zone and go from there. Just though that's the call.
Penalty, Adelaide Rush, number 14, Madeline Langdon, 2 minutes full hooking.
Due for tripping. Brought in, Fitzgerald. Keeping hold, playing it in front. Skating into Crompton. Benick. Down to her own advantage and send it away. Within the boxes. Another opportunity on the power play. Bring it clear though, short-handed. Kulbida moving in! Couldn't get that one to go. Almost cashing in. Short-handed. Showed wanting a hold. It's over 2 is Abby Brown. A lot happening. Right near the blue line. News from the Adelaide home crowd. So taking a look at the Kulbida rush. See now. 5 on 3. Is it 5 on 3? There are 20 seconds here for Brisbane. They're able to control the draw and send it all the way down. The player in the box, by the way, for Adelaide. Second one in the box, that is. The first penalty winds down. Back towards the point clinic, trying to fire it on. 5 on 4. One of theirs blow a tie, that's sent all the way down. Midway point of the period. Fans not happy. The zone goes Marnie, left wing side. Nate's on it. Work it back towards Crompton. Rush try and flip it out. Not the first time of asking as it's dropped off. Clinic shoots, goes wide. I'll look back there for Adelaide. Back towards the point. Clinic over two, played in deep. And the rush can't clear. Clinic back in deep. Look around the corner. Still the rush can't clear. They've had ample opportunities to do so. Still they can't get it out. Held in well by Fitzgerald. Skates in front. It's not to shoot. Dangles. What a move. Fitzgerald! Behind the net it goes. Goodness, that was some move. Finally the rush get it away. Beater almost out of the box. Somehow they got away with that. Great forechecking pressure from Mulvaney. Keep the Lightning away. Ross back on the puck. Martin fanned on it. Penalty done. Back to 5-on-5 we go. Lightning back in the rush zone, but not for long. Mulvaney helps it clear. Here's Kulbina. Might be away. Great pad stop from there. Mulvaney on the doorstep. Can't get it home. Whistle on play. Mayer down. It might be requiring some treatment. Goodness me, what a last few minutes. What a great save from Katie Mayer as well. Kulbina was in. Pad stop was brilliant. Not much she can do out the rebound control. The second one on Mulvaney even better. Tell you what, both goaltenders have had some good moments that they'll happily look back on. Particularly, look at Katie Mayer, still only 17, born in 2008. From Brisbane Downs in Queensland. The Olympic squad that went to South Korea in January. This penalty that's been picked out that just sent the Lightning back to the power play. They get the offensive zone draw, so another look. Player advantage here for Brisbane. Cross-checking call picked out against Caitlin Mulvaney. Gives Brisbane yet another look. At the moment, a lack of practice for this power play. This is number 8. They haven't scored on their previous 7. There's the rush coming in who had all the power play issues. Clinic gains the zone. Holds, plays across. It's Gerald. It's that one in. Fisher couldn't get there. Thompson couldn't either. Back to the point. Varney holds it in. What goes on? And Clinic couldn't find either corner. Mooning out to the top of the blue paint. They make the save. What a game this has been. Saturday evening Stoush at Ice Arena. Fisher trying to spin that one in front. Brompton over. Fisher again, backhanded in front. Rush scrambling away, Fitzgerald over to play it. Just above the goal line, Fisher down low. And get that one in front, Marnie. Wheels towards the point, keeps hold, Courtney Marnie, dangles! Can't get the shot she was after, Moonen down to cover. Tell you what, some of the Lightning players have got some fancy footwork, goodness me. Dangle after dangle after dangle. Not the results that are after yet this season, but goodness, they are a fun team to watch when they get going. Clearance fanned on. Venus did well to half recover. Played around the boards, it's held in and sent in front. Ayres to try and clear, can't. Well played by Dixon to hold it in! Bouncing puck, and they score! A power play goal! Or maybe right as it expired. And is that Amanda Dixon's first in the AWIHL? He certainly thinks so. Game number 43 and goal number 1. Took a couple of bounces and I don't think there's another Lightning player that gets anything on it. First AWIHL goal for Amanda Dixon. I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, 10 assists. 0 plus 10 is 10 for 10 points. First in the career of Amanda Dixon. How good is that? And as it stands, it's a game winner. Fun. Play going offsides. The chagrin of the watching Adelaide crowd who are not happy. Beater control, still more than enough time for Adelaide. Into the Lightning zone. Lateral. And Hollub and away go. The Lightning, Crompton. Backhand feed in front. Net knocked off. Game that's going to help the stats of Emma Moonen, but I don't think that told the whole story. Made some really good saves. Not sure what their read would have been on the go-ahead goal for Brisbane. Not to say who's really at fault or if it was just a lucky Lightning break. Martin. Once sent him deep from a Lightning point of view. Just over 5 to play in the third. Martin on it again. Lightning with the numbers. Played around from Costa. Clinic gaining the zone. Defended by Cebulski. To Hamer. Cebulski lost it for a moment. Here for the rush. So there for Ayres. Sent in front. Lightning will bring it away. Up along. Rush it back in. Ayres with a nice move. Stingmayer with the shot short side. Able to repel. Barney inside the rush zone with pace. And over she went. Rips. That is a surefire penalty. What a burst here from number 8. Reads by Venus. It's Ayres, the offender. presuming that the Lightning don't score here, which they of course could. If they don't, there'd be a minute 50 for Adelaide to work with to try and get themselves back level. Would all your goaltender to go 6-on-5 with more than 2 minutes to play, a goal down usually, but gives you even less incentive to think about it now. It's happened before where teams been on the kill and decided to pull their goaltender, but it's a penalty shot, the call here for Marnie. None of that matters. Marnie moves in and can't get it to go. It's one where in that situation, would you rather a 2-minute power play or a penalty shot there? But the penalty shot was called, so forgive everything that was said previous. That one's fired in front. Excuse me, I did miss the point. Back to centre ice. It's Kulbida. In for the rush, shoots straight into the Lightning logo on the chest of Katie Mayer. For icing, 3 minutes to play. Brisbane with the lead. Lightning with an ozone draw.
Brisbane Lightning, 2 minutes. The roughing, number 25, Anne Fitzgerald. We also have a winner for tonight's 50-50 raffle. If you have ticket orange Y79 and your name is Alex, please make your way to the scoring box after the game. Once again, the winner for the 50-50 raffle tonight was ticket orange Y79 with the name of Alex. Make your way to the scoring box after the game to collect your winners. Adelaide Rush, number 59, Kirsten Venus, 2 minutes for slashing.
Is the horn. Brisbane get it done in a thriller. Survived the late scare. It's a much needed win. For the Brisbane Lightning, it's their first regulation win of the year. Adelaide at home couldn't get the job done, despite leading multiple times across the game. Leading once, pardon me. Leading regardless. Couldn't see it through. Brisbane get it done. Big win for them on the road. Wants these two teams to do it all again tomorrow. From Oliver Walk-Pill, thank you for your company. The Lightning winners by 4 goals to 3. And a showstopper at the Ice Arena. Take care. Stay safe. See you again tomorrow, and goodbye for now.